Hello, everyone. Welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. Um, that's certainly a title. That the fact it's in brackets is really interesting. So we learned that there's something going on with CL. Her body isn't exactly human. There's a couple ideas, of course. There's the idea that maybe she's like an artificial vampire. Maybe she's a homunculus. Maybe she's I don't know. We'll have to see, right? But let's get reading and let's see what twists await us. Let's go. Death. A hot summer day. The blue sky and large columns of summer clouds. Oh, it's just like right now. It's like 33 degrees and I love it. I mean, it sucks, but it's much better than the cold. The breeze wafting by, and the droning voice of the cicadas, which apparently are emerging in the United States right now from their 20-year sleep, and some people are eating them. You do you, Americans. You do you. The sound of the cicadas, the crunch of the cicadas. Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So loud. I want to die. It's a mood, bro. It's a mood, pal. In the clearing, the discarded shells of the cicadas. As if the sun is right next to me, the clearing burns with an intense heat. A hot midsummer day. As if the entire world had become a frying pan. Akiha is crying. There's a child collapsed at her feet. His white shirt is painted red with blood, and he doesn't move at all. Looking down at him, my hands are red, just like that child on the ground. No, that's not it. These hands are red with the blood of that child. Whoa, that was a flash and a half. A grassy plain hidden from the sun. Raised only by moonlight, proud white flowers. Under the transparent moon, a lone woman of pure white. Not even knowing words, not even aware of herself, only treated as a method of killing. The white woman stained in fresh blood is completely free of injury. The crimson saturating her dress is only the blood of her enemies. The only time she's allowed in this brief moment of time... the only time she's allowed is this brief moment of time after her blood-stained homecomings. What waits for her after that is only a sleep she cannot wake from herself. The white girl does not even know her fate and just looks up with distant eyes at the moon. I thought I saw eternity there. Is it an illusion? It probably is, but I don't care. The fact that her figure has eternally seared into my mind is truly confusing. Why do we have those thoughts? And he specifically says, I feel like I had a nostalgic dream, and I wake up from my slumber. What does it mean? As if I wasn't breathing before, I suddenly take a huge breath. That makes me wake up completely. I'm in my room. After my separation with Senpai in the park, I must have somehow returned to my room. After she went the whole knife-cutting thing, oh, CL Senpai, I can't forget her face. Why didn't I say anything back then? I was still attracted to Arcuid, even though I knew she was a vampire. So even if Senpai was a vampire, or a religious girl, which is just as problematic, shouldn't have been that surprised. I should have laughed. If I laughed like it was a joke, she probably would have laughed with me like always. No, I really wanted her to stay as Senpai. The uneventful, but peaceful and fun time I spent with Senpai at school was very precious. Damn, but that's all over. She will never come to school as Senpai ever again. What should I do? I don't know. I wanted to search for the vampire's lair and kill him, but I can't even look for him by myself. I've cut my ties with Arcuit, and me and Senpai are fighting right now. No, I won't even ever be able to see Senpai again. I put on my glasses and get out of bed. It's past 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, by the way, I do want to address something. So, in between this part and the last part, I actually did watch the fourth Garden of Sinners movie. So if you're trying to piece together the perfect timeline, upload-wise, it's about there. But so that's about where we're at. In that movie, we actually get to see what Ryoki Shiki sees through the eyes of death perception. So here's the thing. I always imagine the dark lines to be how they look in the game, where it is just a line going through a person. And I always thought, what's the big deal? That's not that scary, right? It's just a line going through. Whatever, who cares? If you haven't seen what it actually looks like, it's horrible. Always seeing, like, through those lines, you see the veins, you see the hands like splitting apart. It's horrible. It's the worst. I would go nuts if I had to see that for more than like 30 seconds. So yeah, the whole thing of Shiki being like, oh man, if I don't wear my glasses, I want to throw up. I was like, I don't see the big deal. It's not that bad. But like, now that I've seen what it looks like, yeah, it's horrible. Those lines are gross. Like, you literally see, like, when the doctor is like, hey there, Shiki, which is in both this and Garden of Sinners, you see his, like, hand, like, burst open. That's the best I can do for bursting open. And it's the worst. So, yeah, understandable now that he's like, yeah, I don't want to take these off if I don't have to, because it's bad. And if I were to see that guy who was a bundle of all that, I would, yeah, Vomtown, USA, population me. So that's a little thing I'm pointing out there for those who are watching just the Tsukihimes and not the extended Tanner cinematic universe. Anyways, I put on my glasses and get out of bed. It is past 8 o'clock in the morning. Right, isn't it Sunday? It's long past my usual breakfast time, but today is a school holiday. Well, there you go. Hisui isn't here? Oh, that's interesting. Her familiar figure standing in front of my door like a shadow is missing. Huh. Once again, my light headache returns. In addition to my new unfamiliar life at this mansion, the events of the past few days were very stressful. Sigh. I let out a deep breath. I don't know what I should do, but I have a lot of things to do. I have to do, rather. If I'm worried about Senpai, I can just go to her apartment. Alright? If anything, first comes breakfast. Yeah, my man wants to eat. Get his nom on. Get his crunch. What's he gonna have? What's my man gonna have? He can't work on an empty stomach. Unless you're playing fighting games. Play hungry. Shaking the sleep from my brain and my body, I head towards the sitting room. She's gonna be in the sitting room. I'm calling it now. Hisui is in the lobby doing something. Combos. She must be doing some redesigning because she's carrying a chair. Hisui. As if suddenly realizing I'm here, she walks quickly towards me with her usual soft footsteps. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Yeah, good morning. Sorry for selfishly waking up whenever. I am sorry for not being there when you woke up. Please forgive me. Hisui silently bows her head. After going out last night and not even remembering how I came back to my room, being apologized to like this makes me feel like a horrible person. There's no need to apologize. I just woke up whenever I wanted to. It's okay if you want to complain. Like now. Unless she's strict on me, my spirit might waver a bit. Shiki-sama? It's nothing good. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I want to eat some breakfast. Is it already made? Nei-san is outside. If you want to eat breakfast, it is already prepared in the dining room. Oh, well, I'll go eat then. Sorry for the interrupting your work. After saying I'd see her later, I head towards the dining room. Describe your food. I miss it so much. Oh. After finishing breakfast, I return to the lobby. I miss food. If only there was a full Fate Nasuverse cooking video game. That's available now on Nintendo Switch. Keep a watch on the channel. Anyways, I should go back to my room and change even if I decide to head to Senpai's apartment. Ow! My toe bangs into a chair. Ow. Why the heck is there a chair here? That's right. It's the chair Hisui was carrying earlier. Since it usually isn't here, I just banged into it walking normally without thinking. Dang. I must be really out of it to hit such a thing. I give a sigh. But Hisui is Hisui. Why does she have to put a chair here? What was she thinking in the first place to put a chair where people walk by? The toe I banged on the chair still hurts. It's an excessive pain. A pain that would have never been there if the chair was never there. How annoying. I was supposed to see Senpai, so why is this suddenly getting in my way? Is this the scene? Is this the scene? This chair is an incredible annoyance. Why is such a thing here? It never should have been here. If it wasn't here, I never would have stubbed my toe. I get mad and kick the chair. Throb. As soon as I do that, the toe I kick with hurts even more. Throb, 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 throb. Why you? What a bothersome thing. Disappear. This chair is an eyesore. This chair, 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 this chair. I can't go deeper. This chair, this chair, this chair, this chair, this chair, this chair. Shiki-sama? Hey, Sui? Why are you rushing here all of a sudden? I say that truly surprised. I'm breathing heavily. My chest heaves up and down. I feel like I just ran a marathon. Huh? Why am I so out of breath? I gasp hungrily for air. Shiki-sama, what are you saying? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did something happen? Shiki-sama, are you saying you do not know what you were doing? What I was doing? But I wasn't really doing anything. Uh-oh. My headache returns. I shake my head to get rid of it and suddenly realize what lies at my feet. What lies there are the shattered remains of the chair. Eh? Thump. My heart pounds harder. I did this? Yes. This is the result of you holding the chair and smashing it against the floor many times. Why? Why did I do that? I did think my toe hurt from running into the chair. But why did I go that far? Why did I get angry over something like that and break it like a kid having a tantrum? You tell me, buddy. This is news to me. Shiki-sama, are you feeling well? If you are sick, I can call a doctor. No, it's nothing. It's really nothing. Sorry, Hisui, I just felt strange. I step back from her. I step back from the pieces of the chair I just destroyed. Shiki-sama, please calm down. Breathing like that is not good for your body. I'm fine. Just leave me alone. I want to be alone. Just let me be. I shout that out and run up the stairs. I passively note that I seem to be running away from her. I return to my room and throw myself on my bed. Once again, my temple starts to hurt more. What are these red flashes? Throb, throb. As if a new heart had emerged in my brain. My head pounds painfully. Oh man, I've had migraines like that where it feels like you have a heartbeat in your head. It is the worst. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. This pain probably caused my earlier violent behavior. Having to see death so much these past few days is just messing up my brain. First, I need to calm down. As long as I keep my glasses on, this headache shouldn't get worse. What am I doing? I have to go see Senpai quickly. But if I see her when I'm like this, I'll only hurt her. I have to calm down. Quietly. If I just sit here quietly, my headache will go away. See? It's disappearing. My room is very quiet. I am fully expecting him to smash that clock. In this room, only with the ticking of the clock, I should be able to calm down quickly. Tick, 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 tick. The ticking of the clock. Can't you be quiet? Oh, God. Hey. I told you to be quiet. It stopped. Thank you. That one had it coming. With a crash, the clock stops. It's quiet. Yeah, that's better. Now I can go see Senpai. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of that unreliable narrator, it feels like, huh? We're getting a little bit of that oh boy. I walk out the front door. Sky's painted brilliant blue. I walk towards the gate. At that moment, I hear a noise from the garden. That's odd. Hisui was in the lobby picking up the pieces of that chair. Kohaku-san is outside, and Akiha is at school. Shouldn't be anyone else here at the mansion. I arrive in the garden. Come to think of it, most of the time we spent playing was in the garden. Since coming back here, I've been busy with many things, so I haven't had a chance to walk around the garden. Rustle. That sound again. Seems like someone just walked through. Oh? Huh? Hisui? It's Hisui. Seems she doesn't realize me, but Hisui's making her way towards the woods. She doesn't seem to notice me. She has something to do. She enters the forest. A bit curious, I follow her from a slight distance. And where Hisui headed to, there seems to be a small clearing. There's a clearing there? Tilting my head to the side, I try to remember, but for some reason my memory is a bit vague. In the forest of the mansion, I can see a clearing as if the trees were cut. No, can see is not quite right. If you walked by normally, you would never notice it, probably. If Hisui didn't walk there, hidden by the surrounding trees as it was, I never would have noticed, even if I lived here all my life. There's a clearing there? If so, we probably did play there as kids. To say the least, I don't remember ever playing with Akiha in the clearing. I feel like I've never been there before. After thinking for some time, I decided to go into the clearing. Clearing doesn't strike me as anything out of the ordinary. There's no sign of Hisui, who entered before me. What's this? It's just an empty place. I walk to the middle of the clearing. This clearing really is just an empty space. The perfectly level, open ground. The deep woods enclose the area. The voice of the cicadas, and the strong summer sunshine that feels like it could just dissolve. Summer? Sunshine? Oh, the wound on my chest starts to hurt. Like stabbing. This pain that feels like a kitchen knife stabbing my chest. Chirp, 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 chirp. From somewhere I hear the voice of cicadas, but it's autumn now. The summer sunshine that bathes everything in white. The columns of summer clouds in the far-off sky. I can practically see the voices. At my feet there are the discarded shells of cicadas. Discarded shell. Someone's discarded shell. That's interesting. That's something I never paid attention to until now. For those of you who don't know, cicadas, they molt, right? So a cicada will literally, leave what looks like an empty husk of a cicada behind and emerge anew. That's where you get Shedinja as a Pokemon, right? You know, the Ninjask bursts through the Nincada, and then you are left with the shell, which becomes the Ninjask there. That's how it is in Pokemon, but in real life, you will literally have just like crunchy shells everywhere. But the shell is literally like a layer of skin that looks like a whole thing. It doesn't look like a snake skin. Well, it's kind of like a snake skin, but because it has all the features, right? You have it even has like the body structure. But when it's discarded there, you know, aside from the hole in the back and the fact that if you touch it, it like crumbles up, it looks like a whole discarded shell. It's a unique sort of metaphor that you know, has me thinking. Got my brain a spinning. So we'll see. We'll see. I have ideas. I'm getting angry again. I finally calmed down earlier. I'm feeling annoyed again. I have to meet Senpai. I have to hurry up and meet her and tell her I wouldn't care even if she was a vampire. In fact, it'd be kind of hot. But what is the truth? Could I honestly say I could smile like I did with her before, even if she's a vampire? Someone's crouched silhouette. The approaching footsteps of a young girl. The columns of clouds in the far sky. The discarded shells of cicadas. When I realize it, there is my body pierced through the chest and killed. Your body. And looking down at my corpse in surprise is my figure as well. Yeah, my chest hurts. I feel like vomiting. My wound has healed a long time ago, but why does it hurt so much now? My chest is broken. The old wound opens. Blood flows forth from the opening. What is this? My wound. It hasn't healed at all. It hurts. I'm scared. I'm assailed with dizziness. This is the impulse called death. My consciousness sinks. My wound hurts. I hear the sound of my own body collapsing on the ground. I can hear voices talking. Akiya-sama, are you not going to call for a doctor? Don't be stupid, Hisui. There's no way I could do that since Nissan's wound isn't normal. Akiha and Hisui are talking. This is Shiki's room. Oh, yes. It looks like I am sleeping on the bed. Boy, I'd be very confused if I didn't do Arkwood's route first. I planned to say yo and get out of bed, but I can't move at all. My chest doesn't hurt anymore, but my body is as heavy as lead. All I can move are my eyes and mouth. Just what in the world were you trying to do, Hisui? You know not to let Shiki go near that place. Please, forgive me. This can't be solved by apologizing. You were assigned to serve Nissan to avoid this kind of situation. So what were you doing? Completely different from her usual manner, Akiya gives full vent to her anger. In comparison, Hisui's accepting the scolding silently, looking down. I'm Not sure how this all came to be. But I can at least tell Hisui is being yelled at because of me. Answer me, Hisui. What were you doing? And where were you all day long? Hisui doesn't answer. Oh, that's a dangling thread, all right. The air grows tenser between them. Biting her lip, Akia takes a step towards Hisui. Even I understand that Akia intends to hit her. Hisui seems to know this as well, but she just stands with her head hung in shame, ready to receive it. Hold on, Akia. Nissan, you're awake? Yeah, you were loud, so I woke up. Akia looks away uncomfortably. Hisui still keeps looking down, not even trying to look at me. You know, you shouldn't let it out on Hisui. I don't know the circumstances, but this has to do with me collapsing, right? It's not her fault, I just collapsed on my own. I strained hard and somehow managed to lift the upper half of my body off the bed. But that's all I can manage, and I don't even think I can move an inch more. But since Hisui's depressed, I have to force myself to act as fine as possible. Honestly, getting into a fight over me? Even if you look like you're an adult, you're still a child. But you completely fainted, Nissan. You were out for more than 10 hours and nothing like this has happened before. If you never woke up, what would I have done? Idiot, don't say things like that. Wasn't this just anemia? Huh? Wait, it's 10 o'clock already? Yes, you've been unconscious since noon. Akia speaks hesitantly. All the strength drains from my body. I must have slept that long since then. I wasn't able to go to Senpai's apartment and just slept the time away. Man, I haven't passed out this long since elementary school. Oh yeah, I did pass out often back then, since I wasn't used to living at the Arimas and I was stressed out. Everything is still woozy, like I'm still dreaming. Blanking out, I stare at the ceiling as I remember some of my past. That is true. It has only been a week since you came back here. Nissan, you must be exhausted. Yeah, I felt that today. Didn't you? So please, just rest today. Your health is weaker than most people's, so your body gets tired, unless you take a day off sometimes. She looks at me with a serious expression. Just like she says, I should just forget everything. I shouldn't think about Senpai. Senpai? I like that. I like that. That's a spoonerism I'm keeping. Senpai. Senpai, or vampires, or senpires, and just rest, or I'll really tire out. Going on a rampage like that and smashing that chair, there must be something wrong with me. God, I just hate chairs, I guess. Yeah, like you say, I'll just go to sleep. I lie back down. Really? You're not going to sneak out of the room later? What, you don't trust me? I guess not. Because these past few days I've been ignoring her and leaving. Hisui, tell Kohaku that Nissan is awake. Nissan, what about dinner? Oh, yeah. No, tell Kohaku-san I'm sorry, but I don't think I can eat right now. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I understand. Then, Hisui, tell Kohaku that. Still looking downcast, Hisui nods and leaves the room. Well then, lying down in bed, I start to feel sleepy again. Like this, I bet I could fall asleep in a minute. But before that, Akiha, there's a place like that in the garden? Yes. When we were children, we used to play there often. Oh. For some reason, I don't remember it well. Yeah. I really did forget all about it. And one more thing. It's a weird question, but when we were kids, wasn't there another kid with us? Huh? She tilts her head like she doesn't understand what I'm saying. I guess so. There couldn't have been another kid. That was just a dream. The clearing. Myself as a child, killed by someone who looked like me. Something wrong with that. That's true. What am I doing here right now? No, it's nothing. I'm just talking about a dream. Is that so? Then good night, Nissan. Please rest well. Yeah, I will. The instant I answer her, I fall asleep almost as if I just passed out again. Oh, hey! Look at that. That's, we're gonna get into that symbolism. Oh, one thing that, like, was brought up that I totally missed, Bow in the Sky is a direct translation of arc-en-ciel, which is the French word for rainbow, and of course arc and ciel, right? You know, it kind of works out. Though apparently they got them backwards, because arc is like, I don't know. It was explained in the comments. Go read the comments. People are smarter than me. People know their stuff a lot more than me. I literally just take what they say and repackage it. I am a Wendy's, restaurant, and they are the frozen patty suppliers. Wait, no, Wendy's is literally fresh, never frozen. That was a bad comparison. God, I could go for some Wendy's. God, I want a Baconator. Anyways, cast off cicada shell. I'm in a dark place, buddy, aren't we all right now? Oh boy, oh God, aren't we? 8 years since I awoke. I've been holding my breath in darkness the whole time. I don't even know why. That has long since been worn away. Here, there is only darkness. But I know there is something I have to do. I don't know why I live, but I know my purpose. The chains which held me are all gone. There is nothing holding me back. All that's left is killing you. That wasn't our Shiki. That's what I believe. We'll see. Tweet. Tweet, tweet. Chirp, chirp. Is the window open? I can hear the voices of small birds coming from the garden. Cool breeze brushes my face. The brilliant sunshine hits my eyes. A quiet, delicate tinge. A gentle morning visit. Morning? Seems I slept until now after Akia treated me. My body still feels a little bit heavy, but I still feel much better than last night. Opening my eyes, I get up. Oh, I feel like throwing up instantly. I still have my anemia from yesterday? My chest hurts and I feel sick. Please excuse me. Hisui enters my room. She must have thought I was still asleep because she seems surprised to see me up. Good morning. It seems you have awakened, Shiki-sama. Oh, I'm right. Bleh. I'm dying. Please help me. For some reason, Hisui's reaction annoys me. But you're getting real irritable this route for some reason. Morning. Breakfast, right? I'll be there soon, so just get out. I'm going to change. Yes, please excuse me. No matter how poor of a mood I'm in, laying out on Hisui like that, there's something wrong with me. I feel sick. Even if I go to school like this, I won't be able to do anything. Maybe I'll just stay home. But I have to go. If I go to school, I may see Senpai again. She may not be the Senpai I want, but she may still be there. Whew. Taking a deep breath, I settle down. Managing to resist my dizziness, I leave my room. Oh, Nissan. Good morning. As soon as I enter the sitting room, Akiha greets me hollowly. Yeah, morning. You're up early, Akiha. I am always this early, but... Nissan? Are you all right? Your face still looks pale. If you do not feel well, you can stay home. No, I'm fine. I'm better, so you don't need to worry. I answer quickly and pass right by. I head to the dining room since I'll probably collapse if I don't eat. See ya. Is it about time for school? Yes. Then I will be going now. Speaking hesitantly, she stands up quietly. Akiha exits the sitting room. After watching her grow out of the corner of my eye, I enter the dining room. I leave the mansion and head for school. My limbs are still heavy, with a feeling like I'm in someone else's body. I go down the hill. Huh. In someone else's body, huh? Hmm. 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 Well, let's keep that in mind. It's 7:45. The gate becomes congested with students hurrying to class. Hope none of them bump into me or I might smash them to bits. I don't think Senpai will come, but is waiting here better than waiting in my classroom? Oh. Well, if we remember, she comes in the back. Let's go behind the school. No, I have a feeling I won't see Senpai if I wait here. If Senpai doesn't feel like seeing me, she'll leave as soon as she sees me. If that's the case, she won't come to school through the front gate. If she even comes, it'll be through the back gate. I rushed to the back gate of the school with this thought in mind. It's where she was doing the splints. No one is here. Not even students coming to school through the back gate. But I still wait for Senpai, who for sure isn't coming. The chime sounds once, telling me the gate closes. Senpai didn't come. I should go back before homeroom starts. Oh, dang. Dang, did I mess up? I don't know. I feel like that was the right option. Homeroom is about to start, but it is still very rowdy in the classroom. I take my seat by the window and set down my bag. Hey, morning. You're looking pretty bad today. Sheesh, everyone looks at me and says the same thing. Do I look that sick? Yeah, come to think of it, you look normal. I don't know, but you look really down, Tono-kun. Let's have a bro-to-bro. Time for a bro check. Brother check-in. I remove my pants. Down, huh? Certainly my spirits are low. Ever since Senpai said farewell, my body has been heavy and both my mind and body are knocked out. Arihiko, did you see Senpai today? Huh? Senpai? Which Senpai? Which? The only Senpai we both know is Seal Senpai. Shiel Senpai? Who's that? Wait a moment. Shiel Senpai? Shiel? Shielder? MASH? It all comes together. There's a reason why she's a MASH recolor in the remake. It all comes back to Arihiko. Well, there we go. Are there any foreign students at our school? My mouth hangs open in amazement. Arihiko, you... I managed to stammer this out in my confusion, but nothing else comes out. You okay, Toto? Just spit it out. As long as not asking for money, I'll help you out. Arihiko's acting like he always does. Just like always, he completely does not remember Senpai. Nah, it's nothing. Sit down, class will start. Oh, it's that time. Well, later. Arihiko goes back to his own seat and the teacher arrives. Homeroom starts, followed by physics, the first period class. I watch it like a movie on a screen. It's because they actually just watched Bill Nye. Senpai really disappeared. Not just from my sight, but the person known as Seal Senpai is gone completely without a trace. Arihiko doesn't remember her. I'm sure no one else does either. That farewell, this is what it meant. The movie in front of me continues playing, showing a teacher using white chalk on a blackboard. Nothing seems real anymore. Once classes are over and break time begins, that person will never come again. Ever. During lunch, we will never sit in the tea ceremony room and spend the time aimlessly over lunch. Somewhere, I had a thread of hope, but that's gone as well. I've lost CL completely. I still haven't done anything. Haven't told her anything. We spent time eating lunch together on a nice day such as today. That was a distant, precious dream. Dang. That feel when no GF. I realize the number of my classmates in the room is dwindling. Seems it's now lunchtime. I don't feel like doing anything. I feel sluggish, so I'll just... I feel nothing good comes from not eating lunch. Let's go eat lunch. Because what's this gonna do? Let's go eat some lunch. We need to get our energy back. Nothing's gonna be done if I just rot away here. Besides, I'm not in the best health right now, so if I don't eat, I'll really collapse. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Thinking aloud, I get up from my desk. Wait. What if we get curry? The big rush must be over because there isn't a line. Tables are mostly full of students eating. I glance around to see if there's any seats left. And then, I see someone who looks like Senpai. I laugh loudly. Mistaking someone for CL Senpai because there's a small resemblance. I truly am beat. I know I'm beat, but I can't take my eyes away from the person that looks like her. This person that looks like her sits down at the table, slurping up udon. It's curry udon, too. Even her food resembles what Senpai would eat. Ah, actually, it is Senpai. Senpai! I dash with all my strength towards Senpai. Senpai looks up at me, then glances away quickly. She's clearly avoiding me. But that doesn't matter. Senpai, why are you here? I blurt that out because I can't even think of anything else to say. Why am I here? I'm a student here, you know? If I don't eat during lunchtime, I'll collapse. No, that's not what I mean, but I don't know what to say. My brain just stopped functioning. She looks away from me as if she wants to complain. I thought it was strange for you to be here. Just yesterday you said farewell, so I thought I would never see you again. Yes, because it was getting late. Students should go back home at that time, yes? Simply. With a straight face, she says this outrageous punchline. But... Or, Tono-kun, are you saying people like me shouldn't come to school? Her eyes that were so devoid of emotion yesterday looked directly into mine. A student like me? That's what she said. I don't know if she's really a vampire or not. But she healed from that fatal wound quickly, so she has to be something more than human like Arquid. You can't just say that's human. But still, to me she's a very dear person. I still don't exactly know what feelings I have for her. But with just half a day, it's only half a day, but just thinking she wasn't in my world anymore made me feel like reality was nothing I should care for. So for me, well, she's someone I can't lose. Senpai, I'd be lying if I said all of it, but I don't care. Even if she is the same as Arquid, Senpai is still Senpai. That is the absolute truth I believe in. Yeah, I should say those words I couldn't say last night. However, before that... Fine. I cannot help it if you hate me, Tono-kun. But this is my daily life, so no matter what you say, I decided to do as I please. She speaks directly. You don't have any complaints, right? Senpai says and stares at me. Huh? Well, of course no complaints here. I feel like such an idiot worrying about it so much. The strength drains from my body. But more than that, I can't help but feel really happy. Yeah, of course I don't have any complaints, because up till now, I was ignoring all your warnings and doing as I pleased too, Senpai. That is acceptable. Then let's shake hands. She sticks out her hand. I don't know what she's thinking, but I take her outstretched hand. Senpai shakes it up and down. Alright, let's play a game. How much you want to bet he's gonna be like, I feel the suppleness of her soft girl-like hand? Yes, then this is a good sign we may have made peace. Let's stay this way. Okay, Tono-kun? Wow! Wow, color me surprised. We didn't get to hear about the suppleness and bounciness of a female's hand. She flashes a full, truly happy smile. With that, she stands up, taking her tray as she walks away. I don't know where, but she just seems to be heading somewhere. Ah. After putting her dishes in their place, she exits the cafeteria. Well, that's fine. I'm happy that she's still here at school. And that we've made we've made up, but can I let things go about Arquid and the vampire we're hunting? I don't know. Can I let it go? No, I still think it's pretty important. I still think it's pretty important that we actually address the vampires in the room. I'm gonna say it does matter. This can't be good as it is. Senpai, hey. I hurry after her. Yeah, we need to talk. Oh? Tono-kun, 5th period will start soon, you know. You should hurry back to class. Idiot, the same goes for you. Why are you out here in the courtyard? I see. She's only pretending to be a student, so she doesn't really need to go to... Oh. Okay, huh. That's right. I'll be late to 5th period, too. I thought I would skip the rest of class, but maybe I should seriously attend class after all. Senpai smiles happily. Senpai? Don't tell me you've been taking classes. Of course I was. I wouldn't be dressed like this if I wasn't. She seems quite angry. What's so funny, Tono-kun? Well, it's just so happy and so angry. I knew that you were really CL Senpai after all. I really am happy. Huh? I am me, but how would that make you laugh, Tono-kun? It's nothing. More importantly, Senpai, about, Arcuid. In a flash, Senpai looks up at me with emotionless eyes. It's hard to speak. It's hard to speak, but this is why I came after her. Please listen to me without getting angry. You told me to stop, but I just can't leave this vampire thing alone. Oh. Her emotionless eyes seem to be tinged with anger. Anyways, I can't just ignore this vampire. But I kind of broke up with Arcuid because of yesterday, and I can't do anything without help. You chose the words broke up, huh? That's a bad choice, my friend. So, if you're looking for this vampire, can I help you? Senpai's quiet. She takes a deep breath. I refuse. And says so with a smile. You refuse? Why? Of course I would. Tono-kun, don't you remember almost being killed by her? Hunting vampires means being in continual danger of death. I will not let you get involved in such a thing, Tono-kun. I know. I'm saying I'm prepared for that. I might not look like it, but I've experienced many near-death situations. I can at least protect myself. Tono-kun, how can you say that? I will admit you have very good athletic abilities. Even though you have a weak constitution, your body itself is excellent. Slumping her shoulders, Senpai said something very surprising. Really? You think I have a good bod? You like it? You see? Okay. The tension seems to disappear, and I blurt that out in response. Yes, Tono-kun, you got naked when you spent the night at my house. I saw you then. Not flabbiness, but tight muscles. You were far away, but I thought your body was very well formed. Naked, but I didn't get naked. Did you forget? Tono-kun, did you not change before you entered the bath? Ah, that's right. Certainly. I did take off my clothes and had her wash them for me. Senpai, I didn't know you were someone who likes to peek at people who are changing. Yeah, no, that was just an accident. I happened to see it. I was just a little curious and thought maybe it would be all right. Her face turns deep red as she stammers her excuses. That expression is adorable. I guess she's remembering what she saw that time. Saw my little Tono. Jeez, look. No matter how good your body is, Tono-kun, ordinary people can't stand up against a vampire. Oh, that's why she doesn't want me to fight. I see. Well, then it's no problem. I take off my glasses. Take out my knife. My headache starts to flare up. Resisting that, I cut the appropriate line on a nearby tree. Wow. Wow, actually, so here's the thing. That's really interesting. This is okay, this is a good, clear indication of something is deteriorating his mental state. Because what was the thing he cut that his teacher said to never do, right? What was the thing that made her go, stop? You must value life with it. It was a tree. If he doesn't at all flash back to the fact that his teacher was the one who said do not cut down life, then Shiki, Tonoshiki, our boy, is going down a path of allaying those morals, which is very interesting, right? Because he had no hesitation. He had no worry about the fact he cut a tree. He just glasses off, take out the knife, cut the tree, you know, like that was that. And it's like, and if he doesn't go to like, oh man, didn't my master say, didn't sensei say, like, don't cut down a tree? If he doesn't flash to it, then this is showing something's changed in him for sure. Tono, that's how it is. Sorry, but my eyes aren't normal. Arkwood told me I can see the death of things, and they're called something like the mystic eyes of death perception. Her eyes widen as she takes it all in. I see. So it isn't the knife that's special, but it's you, Tono-kun. Not special, just a side effect of an accident I had. That is why she was so interested in you. Your eyes have too much power for an individual to have. She suddenly seems to be drained of all energy. Certainly, with that kind of power, it is more dangerous to leave you alone, Tono-kun. And even if I did refuse, you would probably search the vampire yourself anyway, and he couldn't afford to ignore you. Senpai? You mean... Yes, I do want to be involved, but... Or I do not want you to be involved, but it's too late. I cannot deny that I cannot deny that you have any connection to this any longer. So is it okay if we go after this vampire together? Yes, I am prepared to do that. Senpai extends out a hand, but I can feel it's different than when we shook hands in the cafeteria. Of course I take her hand. Our hands meet briefly, and the handshake is over. This makes us a team now. I'm counting on you, Tono-kun, so please count on me. From now on, the two of us will hunt down the vampire in this city. She speaks with a gentle smile. As I nod wordlessly, the chime sounds, signaling the end of lunchtime. After classes, please come to the tea ceremony room. We can talk more then. Senpai runs towards the school building. I'm late too, so I run as well. The fact that she goes to classes is very surprising. The end of the day, homeroom session is over. My chattering classmates all get up from their seats. I usually just linger until the chaos has passed, but today I signed up with everyone else. Just got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. You know, my arc and CL. Well, just the CL in this case. I quickly walk out of the classroom. I head for the tea ceremony room. A lot has happened between Senpai and me, but it turned out really well. I'm glad to be able to help her, and I can be more assured than I was fighting by myself. But more than that, I'm just excited to have the chance to be with Senpai once more. I breathe hard and dash towards the tea ceremony room. There isn't anyone here. Seems like she hasn't come yet. I think I got too excited. Sitting down at the tatami mat, I catch my breath. Oh, my heated body doesn't cool off that easily. I painfully gasp for air. My body is drenched in sweat, and I feel terrible. My gasping fills the air. There's something weird. I've been resting for a while, but my breathing is getting worse. In the first place, why is my body tired after only running this little distance? Oh, suddenly pain fills my chest. My body falls with a crash. My entire body's convulsing. It hurts. My chest is burning. My mind is drifting away. My fingers claw at the tatami mats in pain. I pull and rip at the mats, but it doesn't end the pain. Pain. Such pain is frightening. I can't bear it. If it lasts another second, then I would be better off just to die. Fine. I'll grant your wish, Shiki. I lift my head off the floor. Before that... What was happening? Before that, my pain disappears. I don't feel pain anywhere. I don't even feel heavy. I don't even feel alive. I try to say something, but my throat doesn't move. There's nothing. No pain. No sensation. Not even freedom. I don't know what's going on, so I try to get up. My body doesn't even twitch. It's not that I'm tied down, nor is it that my entire body is numb. I have to give it a metaphor. It's like my body is already dead, but my mind is mistakenly still lingering in my body. Of my 5 senses, only my sight is still alive. The room's dark. It's already night outside. Can't move my face, so I move my eyes. Something. I hear something nearby, but I can't really hear anything. Seems something is wrong with my ears since I can't even hear my own breathing. I feel like I can dimly hear a pained voice calling my name. Oh? I thought you had completely disappeared, but you're awfully persistent, Shiki. I can hear a voice I shouldn't be able to hear. I glance around the dark as best I can. There, I see something I don't know about. Who is that? I've never seen him. But I feel like I've known him from a long, long time ago. What's this? How mean of you, Shiki. You've been looking for me for so long, and when I come out, you don't remember me? With an amused laugh, he stares with bloodshot eyes. My mind, the only thing still working, freezes. He didn't say it yet, but I know. I know he's a vampire. That is the serpent Senpai and Arcuit are looking for. No, that's wrong. Certainly I am the vampire known as the Serpent of Akasha. Wait, is that the first time we've heard of the Serpent of Akasha? Why does Akasha ring true in my mind? Because is it the relation of the Akashic record? Because that was brought up in another thing? I don't know. But to you, I'm not the serpent, but rather Shiki, right? Man, how cold of you. You make me look stupid for thinking about you all these 8 years. Hey, don't you feel the same way, CL? He says that while looking at me. Senpai. Is Senpai here? But where? I can't see her, nor do I sense her presence. If she's here, then why isn't she doing anything about him? In front of me. Right now, our enemy is in front of me. You shouldn't ask CL. Something she can't do that much about. Right now, she isn't in a condition to really show herself in front of others. Well, in the first place, I don't think you can really see anything right now. Another sound, something. Hear the sound of something tenaciously, almost maddeningly clawing the tatami mats. Hey, didn't I tell you not to pay attention to that? Look, Shiki, the only thing you should see is me. The only thing you should hear is my voice. The only existence you should acknowledge is mine. The only thing that lets you live is me. Finally, at last, I've met you here. So don't you think of anything other than me. Sharp sound. From the hand of the man before me, the vampire called the serpent, I hear a sickening sound. Then I hear a faint pain gasp. No, Kun. I can't quite make it out. Did you really forget, Shiki? Was the old man's hypnosis that good? Or did you lose your memory after dying once? Shit, either way, what a waste. Do you understand? These 8 years, I've waited these 8 years. I've waited for this instance where I could steal everything from you, the one who killed me. But what use is it now if you don't remember? What is he saying? I killed him? That's right. You've forgotten, then remember. The 3 of us were always together, right? In the Tono mansion, Kiha and you and I would play in the garden together. Before I became like this 8 years ago that day. I can't remember. Well, certainly, it seems like there was another kid with us back then. You can't remember? And we were such good friends, too. He grits his teeth. His whole body quivers with emotion as if he was brimming with vexation. Jeez. Was I the only one in pain? Oh, that's terrible, Shiki. I was always locked away by my old man, but I could always sense you. Because I was using your life. Even though we're not connected by blood, we're connected by our souls. Okay, well, there we go. We gotta... So one of the reasons why this whole thing's happening is there's apparently a soul bond. And that might explain why we're getting flashes of Arkwood's life. Because if he became a vampire through Arkwood, then we are soul bonded to him, so we would have those memories. Makes sense, right? I feel like that makes sense. Okay. That's why I wanted you to have a terribly gruesome end. How unfortunate, he says. That sound again. The sound of someone clawing at the tatami mats. What an annoying woman. I stole this life. This was mine since 8 years ago. You think I can just give it back to Shiki? In the first place, I would die without it. Ciel, are you telling me to die? Oh, how cruel. Just be quiet and stay dead right there. Another piercing sound. The clawing noise stops. Where were we? Ah, that's right. We were talking about how deep our bonds were. What I wanted to say is this, Shiki. I'm your brother. Do you mean in like a metaphorical sense? Right? You mean that like metaphorically, right? Also, that line has been ruined for me. All I can think of is, I'm your brother! I'm your brother! Put me back. I'm not done yet. Put me back. Mario, I'm your brother. I'm your brother. That's all I can think about. It's been ruined. I'll just be literally in the middle of the night and I'll just be lying there. I'll go, I'm your brother, Mario. I'm your brother. I'm alive. Is this what air tastes like? Oh, it hurts, it burns. Right? That if you have no idea what I'm talking about, oh my god, look up. I think it's Super Larva Brothers. It is a very special YouTube thing. But you and Akiha seem to have heartlessly forgotten that. My Tonoshiki's brother? But remember, not by blood. Akiha made it obvious for that for us. We're the adopted because of the same name, which is the wackest thing ever. Well, I'll keep it at that. Shiki, you've heard from Ciel about me, right? A reincarnating soul. A vampire that returns to life after it dies. His eyes narrow. His mood turns different from before. His soft, almost human personality starts to disappear. This is my 18th reincarnation. You know about my requirements for the new reincarnating body, right? A family that carries power within its blood and has influence in society. There's no need to say what fits those requirements. During the 17th time, my previous self chose the Tono bloodline. Choosing the Far East was just a whim. Maybe I just wanted a change of scenery from my previous incarnations. I was killed by the princess and my 18th self was reborn as Tonoshiki. I had no complaints about his body. His intelligence and development advanced rapidly, and the weather in this country was comfortable. But that was as far as it went. The serpent, well, Roa made a mistake in that the power of the Tono bloodline was too great. Akiha and I, we're only half human after all. Hey, hold up. What? What? Hold up. What? Okay. Okay. The other half is as monster as Roa, which those of the Tono line must resist through their lives. Why, well, okay. But some people are weak, which stops them from resisting. It's the duty of the head of the Tono household to kill those who succumb to this inversion and are no longer human, but... To sum it up, I lost. Normally, Ro wouldn't awaken until I became an adult, but since you and I are connected, you understand, right, Shiki? Two wills cannot exist in one body. It's possible if the other personality stems from a person's will, but completely different will cannot enter. What happens when it can't? Simple. The vessel the brain cries out, headaches occur. Suddenly, without reason, without meaning. Headaches, don't tell me. That's right. Your headaches have flowed from me to you. Oh, dang! Didn't I say so earlier? I am using your life. We are two people using the same life. Ah. So if I can move like this, then you end up as immobile as a corpse. What kills a will is another will. My will to live is stronger than yours. Well, but you are still amazing. I'm using your strength trying to kill you, but that's strange. Why are you still alive? As he tilts his head, he really does look perplexed. I'm the one who wants to tilt my head questioningly. Why is he using my life, and what in the world is he? My mind is brimming with questions. Seems you don't still understand, Shiki. I told you. The only thing that can kill a will is another will. In other words, killing the will does not kill the body. The Roa inside of me was another will besides my own. 8 years ago that summer day, Roa killed the will of Tonoshiki. Like I said, I'm Tonoshiki, right? Yeah, you are Tonoshiki. A true impostor who became the eldest son of the Tono household in place of me, who succumbed to the inversion. Listen up. I even liked you, Shiki. Me and my old man didn't get quite along either, and you were a good guy. We really were good friends. Of course, I loved Akiha too, but I couldn't allow her to grow more attached to you. Wait, what is he saying? Yeah, I remember that feeling from that time. Everything turned crimson, and I started to hate everything. The voices of the birds, the leaves on the trees, trees. Everything became bothersome to me, and I destroyed whatever I came across. 8 years ago, Shiki, in the courtyard, Roa killed my will. Normally, it would have been all over when Roa woke, but the Tono family is special. As soon as my reason was lost, my body succumbed to the inversion. I guess it's what you call an inversion impulse, but you do what you always thought was taboo. Oh. Well, that explains several things that Shiki does. The killing of Arcuid, the defiling of Arcuid in the alleyway, the chair. Okay. So that's what an inversion impulse is. That's not good. That's a really bad thing for someone with mystic eyes of death perception to have. That's really not good. I guess deep in my heart I was jealous of you. In the end, I killed you because you were there. Man, there was never a pleasure greater than that time. Piercing your chest with this hand and feeling your heart as you coughed up blood. I thought I was born again. It felt so wonderful. Whoa, okay. I stood there wanting to play with your dead body even longer, but I was pushing my luck. While I was eagerly trying to rip out your heart, someone informed the old man. That bastard, he rushed over and killed me. Me, his real son. Shit. I guess cruel fathers do exist. A father like that can't complain when he's killed by his own son, right, Shiki? Oh. Oh. Well, that's new. In the end, I felt pretty good. Blood. In the courtyard. The bloody corpse of a child. Yes, you finally remember, Shiki. That's right. I'm the one who killed you. But you lived through it and took over my place as Tonoshiki. My old man, that bastard, he locked me away like trash in an underground cell after killing me. But he couldn't have known that his eldest son was dead. Have it known that his eldest son was dead, he took you, his adopted son, and replaced me. I was adopted? Oh, thank God. Now I can bone a Kiha safely. Whew. Yeah, the old man used you after your miraculous recovery. Fortunately for him, we were kids. We didn't doubt the fact that we were actual brothers. And you were pretty screwed up from that incident. My old man deceived you and Akiha with a simple lie. Made you forget about me, the true Tonoshiki. No one was there. After that accident, why was I all alone like that? In other words, that means... Yes, it's because no one needed you. Well, in order to protect the image of this family, you were treated as Tonoshiki. Yeah, but I did need you. Because thanks to stealing your life, I was able to survive when the old man killed me. For that and only that, I thank you, Shiki. I don't understand, so why? Why am I still alive then? Who knows? I'd like to know that myself, but it really doesn't matter. Because you're gonna die here anyway. Saying that, he, Roa, stands up slowly. Your painful death was the goal of this body, of Tonoshiki. I've gone along with this long, but it's time to lower the curtain. Even for me, to have two bodies with one life is not very efficient. The voice nears. I'll be killed like this. No, I say I'll die, but maybe I'm already dead. My arms and legs can't move. My ears, eyes, my nose don't work. There's nothing left. I don't want to accept what he says. Don't want to just accept it, rather. But I don't care about anything anymore. My eyes that can see death. Because my body is already like a dead body. In the end. I was just the imposter who was among us. Just a sussy baka. On that summer day 8 years ago, I was already dead. Tono-kun! But I can hear a voice. A sobbing voice. An incredibly sad, almost shouting voice. Oh, God! Wow! Dang! You are messed up! Did my eyes get used to the darkness? Or did my will force my eyes to open? Oh, right. Oh, whew. I was like, oh man, oh no, is she gonna die? Oh wait, she's fine with injuries. I forgot about that for a little bit. I finally grasped what it was that bastard was sitting on while he gave his long speech. Damn, he regenerated again. Roa's legs stop. He turns around towards Senpai. Didn't I tell you to stay dead? You really are an eyesore. With a piercing sound, Roa takes one of Senpai's swords and thrusts it into her body. Oh, her pained voice. Her nails dig into the tatami mat. Clawing and clawing, her nails almost peeled off, and her breathing is like a combusting engine. But still, Tono-kun, clawing and writhing. She frantically continues to call out my name as I lie there, collapsed like a cut puppet. Annoying woman. Didn't I tell you how many times you call out my name, Shiki won't hear you? Right now, he's just a living corpse. He can only hear my voice. No, not even my voice. He only knows my will because of the connection of life between us. How can you not understand that fact? More piercing sounds. The swords pierce Senpai's body. Her body twitches in response. Even still, Senpai calls out my name as if she was a broken record. Tono-kun, 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 with her pain-filled, sobbing voice. I could hear it. I definitely heard it from before. But I probably didn't want to listen to what she said. Even as she spit out blood, she kept calling out to me, who was lying there like a thrown-away broken doll. An immortal body? How foolish. If you had this much power, you could have defeated me. The sound of stabbing again. But for such a guy, you laid down your swords. I'm disappointed, Elysia. Huh. That's a new name. Or is that your last name? Are you CL Elysia? That sounds like Latin. I don't know. Thinking a piece of... What? Thinking a piece of trash like you is actually my daughter makes me sick. I have several questions. So, huh. I'm sorry, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Are you saying CL is the daughter of Shiki? I have no idea how that works. Unless he got down and dirty when he was like one. What? 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 My only thought is that that's Roa speaking, and this is one of his daughters from his reincarnations? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because, like, my brain is going like, okay, wait, hold up. What, did this accident happen, like, 40 years ago and we've been, like, stuck in time? Because that's the only way I could kind of think of it working. Or, like what, this, okay, this is like the revelation that Virgil had a son of Nero, except in Devil May Cry 3, and they're the same age, right? This is like Devil May Cry 3. You have like the young Virgil, and then Nero walks up and he's like, yeah, let's do this, dad. Like, and it's like that raises so many questions. Time travel? Is there time travel involved? Is it gonna be time travel? Is it gonna be, is it, okay. We just gotta keep reading. Okay, well, thrust. As if he's lost his mind, he keeps stabbing Senpai over and over. And then that still raises the... Okay, hold the frick up. That raises a deeper question. Is that incest, then, for us, if we're dating her? Because we're technically the same person, right? No, it's not going to work that way. Or does it? Oh, God. I've been so worried about Akia this whole time. Being my sister, but it turns out daughter was what we had to worry about. Oh no. Okay, well, calm down. We'll learn. Her defenseless back, her shoulders, her legs, her throat, her bloody arms outstretched towards me, mercilessly stabbing. Despite this, her lips keep on calling my name. I can't hear it. I can't hear it anymore. It's not that my ears are no longer working, but her throat is already dead. But she still keeps calling out to me, as if she's wishing I'll be able to move if she continues on like that. To be honest, I don't understand why she would go that far. I'm almost going insane. Watching her being stabbed for my sake almost makes me insane. Oh, but I don't move. No matter how frustrated I am, I can't move. No matter what I do, this body won't move. Wonderful. A simple hatred that is almost lethal. It was just an instant, but I feel your will directed against me. You may want to kill me, but this isn't something to be mad about. He pulls out a sword. Senpai's body sinks towards the floor. Before that can happen, he pulls her up by the hair. Look, boy, let me teach you something. No matter how limitless the regenerative ability of a vampire is, it only lasts while they are alive. Their immortality is only as long as they are alive. Once they die, the powers of recovery cease immediately. That sounds a bit like a people die when they're killed sort of line, but I get where he's coming from. Because there's immortal of age and then but still killed through battle. It's like the Norse gods, right? They're immortal through age, but you kill one in battle and they're dead. Vampires are only difficult to kill, not immortal, but splat. A black sword springs forth from Senpai's chest. Her chest breaks apart. Roa impales her heart from behind. The throat that died moves. Spewing forth with blood, her body writhes in agony. But the amazing thing about this woman is, even if she dies completely, it isn't her, but time itself that restores her body. Do you understand? After she dies, without anyone's help, even her own, the world itself returns back to normal to rectify a contradiction. For example, just like this. Roa's amused voice lifts in delight, and at the same time, with a sickening sound, a black sword springs out of Senpai's forehead. Her head, from behind with that thin, sharp sword. While she is living, her brain was pierced. Isn't it natural for a pierced brain to bring death? Look, she's flailing about like a fish on a hook. Wow, you are horrible! Full of amusement, Roa loses himself in amusement. But look, even though the light in her eyes faded, her heart is starting to beat again. Shit, what a fucked up life. It makes us, the ones living with only one life, look foolish. He swings his arm. As if she really was a piece of trash, Senpai's body slams into the wall. That was it. That's enough. I don't care what happens. I don't care if I go crazy. I don't care if people call me a murderer. See, I'm cute compared to her. There's a monster that comes back from nothing. Even if you kill every last bit of her, every last cell of her. Is killing something that doesn't really die really a sin? A high, ill-sounding laugh. A laugh that I can't do, but will surely be heard in the fighting game. Roa throws a sword in his hand towards Senpai as if he was playing darts. Splud! Well, that was a signal. With that, all rational thought splinters away. I stand up. Bastard, how can you move? There's no need to say it. The one with the stronger will uses the life, right? Then up till now, I never thought this strongly about anything before. This can't be. Am I weaker than you? Roa, I'm going to kill you. In the darkness, my knife crosses against his claws. His movement is almost blindingly fast, but my body follows him. My arms move as if they belong to someone else. My eyes persistently, accurately look just as his lines. My entire body burns. My brain feels like it's on fire. Just like when I first saw the golden-haired princess of the vampires, my body is like something else. Roa springs away. One of his legs, his upper right arm, his left collarbone area. I've already cut through the lines there. The price is my right arm. Roa first took my arm holding the knife, so if he destroys my remaining left arm, it would mean my loss. Unless you put the knife in your sword, like in your mouth, like Zoro sword. In this situation, losing means certain death. I don't believe it. A match for me, a vampire. Your eyes, they are perhaps more appropriate for me than this body. If you don't realize it, then that's fine. The story is a boring one, not even worth talking about. With a shuffle, Roa increases the distance between us. It's a very old story. The last of a fool who obsessed over living forever. Just wondering who it was that actually won that. To live forever. That was the miracle Roa dreamed about. I decided that an everlasting cycle of rebirth is eternity. But that is no different than the continuation of a single bloodline. If there is such a thing as a power that Roa, who accepted death, can earn at the end of his reincarnation, instead of the power that steals the lives of others like vampires. I just thought the power you have, the power to see death, was an appropriate end for me. His body lowers a bit. I just had that ridiculous idea. His arm reaches out. I slice through it instantaneously. Ugh. Roa runs away. I follow after him. His movements are many times faster than mine, but that doesn't matter. Just killing. I don't care about anything else. In reality, I've already killed one of his legs, and his speed is reduced. As he runs away, he braces his hand against the wall and glares at me. Shit. Do you intend to fight yourself, Shiki? Don't be silent. You're me. I am Shiki, and you are Shiki. We are the same type of being. It doesn't matter if that bastard Roa existed or not. I was originally a creature eating human flesh. As a child, I had this urge to eat human flesh, even though that has changed to drinking blood. If Roa hadn't entered my body, I certainly would have become a human-eating monster. But that's the same for you. Like I enjoy eating human flesh, you enjoy killing others. Remember that urge you had when you first saw that woman, the ecstasy of killing with that knife. The urge I had when I first saw her, that was when I killed Arkwid. Yeah, that's right. No matter how much you pretend to be a good person, there's something you can't excuse. You wanted that woman and did the first thing that got you the most excited. What can you call that other than being a killer? You and I are the same. We're both abnormal people living in the same place. Shut up. If I hear his voice any longer, I'll go crazy. Yes, the same. So why are you trying to kill me? It's just that Roa entered me. If Roa entered you instead, our positions would have been reversed. But you're gonna kill me? You're just hurting yourself, Roa screams. These past 8 years, the monster who made his lair in the city, feeding off the blood of countless people, screams. I'm not you. Oh no, it's him. You're just a killer. Idiot. Oh wait, no, that is, okay. Idiot, you don't understand, do you? I thought so too at first, that I'm sane. Even if Roa's will is here, I thought it'd be fine, but it wasn't. You're the same. You, like me, will end up as a killer, Tonoshiki. He laughs. Isn't that right? I know that's inside you too. You know, that impulse is not something that flows from me to you. Just admit it, killer. Your inversion impulse is nothing more than what you wish for. I ready my knife. I don't want to hear his voice any longer. I focus my gaze on him. All that's left is to slice him. I see. You're trying to kill me, Shiki. He pulls back. That's his final move. But don't you ever wonder which one of us was really killed? Suddenly I halt my attack. Yes, in the end, both of us died in that place. So I might be the one killed by Roa, and you might be the Tonoshiki taken over by the serpent, right? Hey, Shiki, didn't you ever think about it this way? That you just have not realized it. But you were already insane a long, long time ago. That can't be true, can it? Ah. I get kicked into the wall from behind. What is this? Being distracted by such stupid words. My remaining left arm becomes shredded and painted in blood. I can't move it one bit, and my knife clatters to the floor. And in front of me, Roa stands with furious, bloodshot eyes. Idiot, that's not it at all. I'm Roa. You had that inversion impulse because you were connected to me subconsciously. He grins. Roa takes a step forward. Bye, Shiki. It's been fun. With that, he swings his knife-like claws downward. There's no pain. Just the sound of splashing blood. You bitch. Roa's voice rings out. In front of me, Senpai's body takes the full force of Roa's claws. I can't think of anything. No, there's no need to think. I say, we're Zoroing it! Yeah! Ah! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I said it as a joke, but I meant it. I scoop up my fallen knife with my mouth. My teeth tighten around the hilt. I dash into Roa, almost like I was collapsing into him. I slice the line running diagonally from his shoulder. He screams like a demonic bird. Running away from Senpai and me, he jumps directly into the window and falls out. The glass shatters and he falls outside. I won't let you get away. I run to the window. Damn! But of course I can't jump from the third floor. Under the moonlit night. As if he didn't receive a fatal wound by just having his lines of death cut, Roa runs away like a beast. I can't chase him. From here, I can't chase him. But it seems there's no need for that. Under the moonlight, Roa's running figure stops. There isn't one person outside, but two. One, the beast-like figure of Roa. One, the sublime white figure of the vampire princess. The fight lasted only a second. Roa screams as he dies and fades to ash. Arcuid. She stands there composed, looks up at me, then disappears before my eyes. I'm exhausted. My body collapses on the floor. Leaning against the wall, I sit down. The knife falls from my mouth. From my elbow down, my right arm is shattered, twisted, and split. Roa's claw marks remain gouged into my left arm. Into my left shoulder, my left arm hangs unmoving. I feel like a squid or an octopus with both my arms just hanging there. Senpai. I look down the hallway. I look to where Senpai had collapsed when she protected me earlier, and there? Senpai, your wounds are okay? Yes. A wound like this will heal quickly. I cannot make out her face since it's dark, but I thought it looked paler than usual. Ugh. Thump. Headache. Thump. This headache. Thump. Because I still see these lines. Thump. I have this headache. Oh. Tono-kun? What's wrong? Nothing. It's just my head hurts. I manage to reply as I bear the pain. My hands, if I could move them, I could hold my head and maybe calm down, but they don't move an inch. Probably because you saw too much death. Tono-kun, you were pushing yourself too much. Trying to defeat Roa by yourself was just being reckless. It's not reckless. You were the one being reckless. Why did you let him do that to you? He just caught me off guard. Idiot, I heard all of it. I heard how Senpai threw away her swords to protect me. Going through that just to protect me was stupid. Going through that and just calling out my name, there's something wrong. I suppose. No matter what I did, you revived by yourself. I guess I was just doing useless things. No, that's not it at all. But I heard you. Tono-kun? Your voice, I know I heard it. You kept calling my name, so it made me realize that I was still alive. So what saved me wasn't my desire to kill Roa. It was just Senpai's voice. Tono-kun? Your wounds, do they hurt? Please wait, I'll heal them. No, it's not really my arms. This headache is terrible. This pain isn't coming from outside, but it feels like it's shooting out from inside me. It's a reaction from seeing too much death. Suddenly overworking your brain like that has probably caused too much blood flow. I know that, but look, your power is very dangerous to you, Tono-kun. Seeing that which should not be possible to see puts a huge strain on your body, and your blood vessels will not be able to handle the flow of your own blood. Seeing the death of something close to you, like humans, shouldn't be a problem, but seeing the death of things that don't naturally have a death is extremely dangerous. Yeah, it's okay though, Senpai. Roa is dead now. I don't have to see any more death. so I don't have to see them. Senpai, do you know where my glasses are? Huh? My glasses. Without them, I see these lines all the time. If I don't have them, I'll go crazy. They're probably in the tea ceremony room, so could you go get them for me, please? Tono-kun, what are you saying? Oh no, he's wearing them! Your glasses are definitely... I understand. I'll get them right away, so please close your eyes. If you use them much longer, it'll be really bad for you. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. Close my eyelids. Oh my god, he's wearing them. Oh, no. After only a few moments, I can feel Senpai's fingers on my face. Here you go, it's all okay now. Please open your eyes, Tono-kun. Ah, lines of death are now gone. My headache disappeared as I closed my eyes, and I can now see Senpai's face clearly. Thanks, Senpai. Now it's back to normal. What are you saying? There's still work before you return to normal, so please keep still. She says that and sits down beside me. These wounds really aren't that bad. I'll be able to heal them right away, so please just hold out a little longer. Senpai carefully reaches out and holds my twisted arm. It's almost a tickling warm sensation. My cold arm begins to warm up again, and the numb pain returns after that. Oh, if there's pain, it lets you know you're alive. Now let's take care of your left arm. With light steps, she moves over to my left side and puts her hand on my shoulder. Amazing. My left arm is already healed. It isn't amazing. This is just my normal profession, so it is only natural I can do that. Her normal profession? Is she a nurse or something? Well, I don't think a nurse could heal a shattered arm like that in a matter of minutes, though. Hey, Senpai. Yes? Senpai, just... What kind of person are you? Come to think of it, I don't really know anything about you, Seal Senpai. The fingers over my wounds suddenly stop. But it was only a momentary reaction. I'm the same as you, Tono-kun. I also have not had this body from birth. I also was close to death. No, I am someone who died and came back to life. And it just became a habit for me to come back to life. She joking? She gives a pained smile. What do you mean? If you die, you normally can't come back, right? What am I saying? Is that I was not normal. Not normal, like Arcuid? She doesn't respond. Is she done? Senpai stands up. There, all finished. How is it? Can you move? I lift my hands and move them around. My fingers can move at will, and there's only a little pain. Yeah, no problems. Thanks, Senpai. I'm always just helped by you. Senpai doesn't answer, but she just smiles. Then let's go back. There's no need to be here any longer. Senpai starts to walk away. Picking up my fallen knife, I follow her out of the school. The two of us walk to the gate under the moonlight. Oh my god. Even in the end, we walk to the gate. And we don't want it to end, because we know this might be the last time we see each other. Senpai doesn't say anything. Looking at her back, I think reluctantly about things I don't want to consider. Roa's gone. Arcuid is also gone. Their purpose was to eliminate Roa, so Senpai has no reason to stay here any longer. This is serious. I knew it all along, but I never thought this would come so quickly. I want Senpai to stay here. I want her to stay, but it isn't just my problem. Seal glanced at Senpai's face. What does Senpai plan on doing? And then Senpai suddenly stops walking. Tono-kun. She looks directly at me with eyes devoid of any emotion. What is it, Senpai? About what we were talking about before. Before, about how you're like Arcuid? She nods. Still staring me in the eyes, she starts to speak. Tono-kun, if I was a vampire, what would you do? What? My mind goes blank. I don't know what she wants to hear. Still, Senpai is Senpai. Even if you're a vampire, that wouldn't change. Her expression remains the same. Just for an instant, I think she smiled sadly. I am the same as her. Just like she is a vampire who has had no experience, I just might be a vampire who has had no sense of self. So is she a vampire? Because if so, this is new information. She speaks as if it was a monologue. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say to that. It's just like before, I can only say what I really feel. It's fine. Huh? I said that's fine. Even if you're a vampire, I still like you, Senpai. What? Senpai stands there in complete amazement. Realizing what I just said, I blush furiously and look away. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Come on, let's go back, Senpai. Trying to hide my embarrassment, I pull myself back to reality. Go back. Where's Senpai going to return to? I suddenly feel terrible. I'm afraid to look at her face and can't turn around. Tono-kun. From behind me, Senpai's voice calls out. Her quiet, emotionless voice. What is it? I answer without turning. You know why I came to this city, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I know. You came here to kill Roa. Yes. But I haven't told you why yet. I really meant to tell you in the tea ceremony room, but things ended quickly. That's true. It was kind of disappointing. But wasn't you chasing Roa part of your duty in the church? No. The place I'm in doesn't really have much work. Even when I was there, it's only a few times a year I get called there. So this time is my own judgment. Not because of the orders of the church, but I came here through my own will. Your will? Yes. I came here only because of my own circumstances. I want to die as a human, so I've been chasing Roa. He is the reason my body has become like this. Wants to die. Wants to die? Huh. For that sole reason, I have to keep on living like this. This is really interesting. I didn't think it would be like this. But that is all over now. These past 5 years. Was it a long time? Was it a short time? I don't know. Her emotionless voice stops. She jumps directly in front of me. So I have to thank you, Tono-kun. My work here is done now. All that's left is for me to take responsibility for all my actions. Senpai, you mean she's going to leave? Thank you so much for everything until now. It has been a long time since I've been this happy. So, let's finish with a handshake. Senpai puts out her hand. I wordlessly accept it. A handshake where we grip our hands tightly. Then, this is where we part. Even though I'm not going to be here, please stay friends with Inui-kun. I wanted to be a student like you and Inui-kun. And please don't take off your glasses too much. Strange power has a tendency to attract strange things. You were fine this time, but I do not know when that will happen the next time. Yeah, I know, someone taught me that a long time ago. In the first place, I've only recently began to take them off with everything that's been happening. I see. Well, that's a relief. Her fingers pull back. With a handshake over, she pulls back slightly. Then, this is farewell. It'd be nice to meet again someday. I can't reply. I couldn't even stop her. I return to the mansion. It's past 9 at night. An hour past curfew. Ah, Shiki-san. You've come back late today. She might have been in the sitting room until now as Kohaku-san comes up to greet me. I'm back. Sorry about that. No, as long as you're back safely, it is okay. I will go make dinner, so please sit in the wait in the sitting room. Ah, is Kiha there? Not because I broke curfew, but after what Roa said, I don't think I can talk to her now. No, she's in her own room, so you can rest assured. No, that's not it, but hey, Kohaku-san? In this house, did you ever hear of me and Akiha having another brother? I don't think so. So why do you ask, Shiki-san? Did something happen? No, I just heard something about me maybe having a brother, and I wasn't really sure. You and Akiha-san are the only two siblings. I've worked in this mansion since I was a child, so it can't be a mistake. She smiles happily. Eh? Kohaku-san, you've been working here since back then? Yeah. Hold up. What? Child slaves? Yes, we were just apprentices, but Hisui-chan and I would help around the mansion. It did happen a long time ago, so it's natural that you do not remember. Huh. Is she getting nostalgic? She continues to smile as she heads back to the sitting room. Just, what was he saying? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Muttering to myself, I walk towards the sitting room. Just casually dropping that the Tono family had child slaves, whatever. I lie down in bed. Pulling the sheets over me, I stare blankly at the ceiling. It's over. I still have my wounds and my memories, but it's all over. Now I can return to my peaceful life as a high school student. No need to think about killing or being killed anymore. Just forget. Forget about everything, and from tomorrow... Well, step 1, mission failed. I can't. There's no way I can forget. Damn it. But I can't do anything about it. From the beginning, Senpai and I have always lived in different worlds. Just go to sleep. I'll be able to take it tomorrow. I'll sleep now so I can calm down. We're gonna hit with an epilogue? Oh no, actually. I can't sleep. My chest is still bothering me. Oh well. I choose a book of English sentences to read so I can drift off to sleep. Wow. Smart man picking the most boring book. 1976. I was born as... Okay. 1976. I was born of a shopkeeper from a remote countryside village in France. I looked like my mother, who was Oriental, so I grew up feeling a little out of place wherever I went. But all the townspeople were great people and would greet me with bright smiles. To be able to face those smiles, I lived honestly and positively. 76. Helping my dad, going to school, falling in love like normal. That was my life, and I never doubted my happiness. It was truly a very short time until my 16th birthday. That came suddenly to my body. Such as when I would be playing with children. For no reason, I wanted to snap their necks. That's understandable. I don't know if you've played with children. Such as when I see a poor beggar by the road. It seemed so funny I wanted to stab him with a knife. There was no reason for these feelings. I could not talk to anyone about it, so I started to lock myself away in my room. My dark passions came forth from within me. It's not like I had two personalities or someone came inside me. First of all, I don't believe in such unscientific things. My feelings are the small destructive passions everyone has. Like yelling at your dad after coming to wake you up after you stayed up all night. Like feeling angry when you walk along a lonely street and a car passing by splashes you with water. Such as small feelings I feel for an instant solidify inside my mind and take over. That's why I knew he would do something terrible if I stayed like this. I could only lock myself away in my room. I could not only see anyone. I could only not see anyone and do nothing. That way, I wouldn't hate anyone and I wouldn't have those feelings. But that was a mistake. Imprisoned in my room, my mind was grinded away and I eventually passed my limit. That day, after I was completely replaced, what I thought about was how thirsty I was. I took my weakened body out of my room. My parents ran to me as I came out the room for the first time in a few months. Greeting my worried parents with a smile, I killed them! Okay. It really was quick. With my weakened body, I bit into their necks and sucked their blood. After sucking their blood and life, I stood back up. Has it been 100 years? This body is very fascinating. That was my voice that I had never heard before. My lips shaped like a smile. What used to be me hugged itself. What kind of coincidence was it? Originally, the family I born into was one that I chose beforehand. But my previous self was destroyed by the princess before I could decide that. I could only fulfill the condition that the one I'm reincarnated to has a physical potential, resulting in an imperfect reincarnation. As a result, I was born into a body with a high potential, but into a normal family without any high social standing. It'll be difficult to take over this town without having people notice. But I was not disappointed. In fact, I was filled with happiness. Certainly, it would take a long time for a normal family to gain power. Seizing power socially would be difficult with this self, But in exchange for that inconvenience, I found a truly excellent body. Until now, I'd always tried to balance the body and the family standing. Consequently, I was never able to find a truly excellent body. However, the body this time carries many more magic circuits than any bodies before, and this body had the same potential as my original. I cursed my calculating self up till now. Things like social standing, they can always be set up later. But the quality of the body is something natural that cannot be added later. After my 17th reincarnation, I finally realized the truth. Myself that had awoken naturally started to control the people around me like water soaking into the ground. Not in the wild manner I'd done so previously, but rather in a way that didn't spill as much blood. The reason is horribly cruel. The reincarnated will called myself cannot exist by itself. All I can do is tell the will I want to do that. I'm the one moving this body, but the method, the process was determined by my mind, which had grown along with this body. In other words, my will from this body I reincarnated into is from the body I reincarnated into, but my consciousness still remains from my original self. I have my consciousness, and I have my past memories. As I sleep, I can only dream of nightmares, which I could only dream of nightmares which I would do myself. I still remember the sensation of biting into my parents' throats. I took the townspeople who always greeted me one by one. As if smelting them slowly away from their feet, I continued to humiliate and mutilate their souls. Within just a month, I held their lives in my fist, played with them however I wanted to. I wanted to go crazy. I wanted to entrust myself completely to insanity. But if I did that, I would commit even more sins than before. That's why I kept on. Trying to preserve my sanity, I tried to minimize the damage I did. If there was such a thing as a relief, it was at the end this nightmare will arrive quickly. The white woman came on a night with a crimson moon. I didn't know, but I knew who she was. After a fight, the white vampire princess killed me. Since I already prepared myself for the next reincarnation, I once again reincarnated, leaving my corpse behind. The white princess left and my body was taken to the Vatican. Oh, there's more! Huh. I didn't think there would be. I thought that'd be like the end. I thought we'd be hit with an epilogue, but okay, no, it's still going, huh? It's still going, huh? Okay, very interesting. Well, I'm gonna say thank you all for watching, and next time we'll maybe be finishing up CL's story. Maybe we'll end up doing both endings. I don't know. We will see. Thank you all for watching. I am tired and my throat hurts, but I will see you next time for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. Goodbye, everyone.
Round 1. Fight.